Ever wondered how to harness your brain's natural capabilities to boost creativity and memory retention? Well, buckle up, because we're about to jump into the fascinating world of mind mapping. So what is mind mapping? It's a powerful tool that visually organizes information around a central concept. This concept can be anything: a problem you're trying to solve, a project you're planning, or even a book you're writing. It's like having a brainstorming session with yourself, and it's been around for centuries. The philosopher Ramon Lull is often credited with inventing the first mind map in the 13th century. Fast forward to today, mind mapping is widely used for idea generation and brainstorming, helping individuals and teams alike to navigate complex ideas and foster innovation. It's like having a superpower for your brain, one that helps you see connections and possibilities you might otherwise miss. Now that you've got the basics, let's delve a bit deeper. So, what makes mind mapping so effective? Let's dig into the science. Mind mapping is not just a random method, it's based on the way our brains naturally work. Our minds thrive on connections, and every thought we have can trigger off multiple other thoughts and ideas. This is the principle behind the mind map's branching structure, which closely mimics the synaptic connections in our brain. Cognitive science and psychology have shed light on how our brains process information. We're wired to respond to visual stimuli. In fact, about half of our brain is involved in visual processing. Thus, mind maps, with their vibrant colors, images, and spatial arrangement, engage our brains more effectively than linear notes. They leverage our natural inclination for visual information processing, enabling us to understand, remember, and generate ideas better. Now let's talk about memory, creativity, and mind maps. When we create a mind map, we engage both sides of our brain. The left side processes the logical and structured elements, while the right side handles the creative and visual aspects. This bilateral engagement enhances memory retention and fosters creativity. Mind maps also facilitate the process of association, a key aspect of our cognitive function. Each branch in a mind map is connected, mirroring how our brain associates one idea with another. This association stimulates creativity and helps us generate more ideas. Furthermore, researchers have found that mind maps can reduce cognitive load. Cognitive load refers to the mental effort required to learn something new. By presenting information in a structured and visually appealing way, mind maps make it easier for our brains to process and retain information. In summary, the science behind mind mapping lies in its alignment with our brain's natural inclinations. It leverages our visual processing capabilities, stimulates associations, engages both hemispheres of our brain, and reduces cognitive load. With this understanding, you can see why mind mapping works. But how do you do it? Now, you need the right tools. Let's explore some options. When it comes to mind mapping, there's a broad range of tools available. From traditional pen and paper to sophisticated digital platforms, the choice depends on your preference and needs. Starting with the classics, nothing beats the simplicity and freedom of a pencil and a blank sheet of paper. It's cost-effective, accessible, and allows for complete creative control. However, it lacks the flexibility and features that digital tools offer. But if you're a tech enthusiast, digital mind mapping tools are the way to go. They offer features like easy editing, collaborative capabilities, and the ability to add multimedia elements. One of the most popular digital tools is MindMeister. It's an intuitive online platform that allows real-time collaboration. It's perfect for team brainstorming sessions or group projects. It offers a free basic plan, and if you find it useful, you can upgrade to premium plans offering additional features. Then there's Xmind, which is known for its clean interface and wide array of templates. It's a great tool for those who want to dive in without spending too much time on setup. Xmind offers a free version, but the paid version includes extra features like cloud storage and the ability to export maps in multiple formats. For those on a budget, FreeMind is a no-frills, open-source option. It may not have the sleek interface of some of the paid options, but it's a powerful tool that gets the job done. If you're already in the Apple ecosystem, you might want to consider MindNode. It's a premium tool that seamlessly integrates with other Apple devices, offering an intuitive and visually appealing interface. Lastly, for those who prefer to mind map on the go, mobile apps like Simple Mind offer the flexibility of mind mapping anytime, anywhere, right from your smartphone. Each of these tools has its strengths and weaknesses. Some offer more features, while others prioritize simplicity. Some are free, while others require a subscription. The key is to choose the one that best suits your needs and workflow. With the right tools at your disposal, let's see how different people can use mind mapping. Students, this one's for you. Let's talk about how mind mapping can transform your academic life. Ever feel overwhelmed with notes and textbooks? Mind mapping can help you condense complex information into a simple, visually appealing format. It's like having a bird's-eye view of your notes, helping you spot connections and patterns easily. For studying, mind maps can improve your memory retention. By creating a visual link between ideas, you're not just memorizing facts, but understanding the bigger picture. When it comes to project planning, mind maps can help you break down tasks into manageable chunks. You can clearly see the steps you need to take, making the project less daunting. So how can you weave mind mapping into your routine? Start by using it in your next study session. Create a mind map of a chapter you're studying or a project you're planning. It might just revolutionize the way you learn. But it's not just students who can benefit. Professionals, you're up next. Professionals, here's how mind mapping can work for you. Picture this. You're in a project management scenario, juggling multiple tasks, deadlines, and team members. A mind map can help you visualize the whole project, breaking it down into manageable parts. You can see the hierarchy of tasks, the interdependence of components, and the flow of processes, all in one snapshot. Consider taking meeting notes. Traditional linear notes can be hard to navigate and revise. Instead, try creating a mind map during your meetings. It can capture the flow of discussions and ideas, making it easier to review and remember the key points later. And let's not forget strategic planning. Mind maps can help you brainstorm and explore various strategies, visualize the big picture, and drill down to the specifics. It's like having a roadmap to your strategic goals. Whether you're a student or a professional, mind mapping can be a game changer. Ready to create your own? Let's walk through creating a mind map. Ready? First off, grab a blank piece of paper or open your preferred mind mapping software. Position it horizontally. Why, you ask? It gives you more space to expand your ideas, and it aligns with your natural field of vision. Now let's start with the core idea, the heart of your mind map. Write it down in the center of your paper or screen. Make it bold, vibrant, and eye-catching. You could even draw a picture or an icon to represent it. This is your anchor point, your starting line. Next, let the ideas flow. Start to brainstorm and jot down anything that comes to mind related to your central idea. Don't filter, don't judge, just let the thoughts pour out. Once you've got a good list going, it's time to start branching out. Literally. Draw lines from your central idea to each of these new thoughts. These are your primary branches, the main categories or themes of your map. Now let's dive deeper. Start to think about sub-ideas that stem from each of your primary ideas. These could be supporting details, examples, or further concepts that relate to each theme. Draw smaller lines branching out from your main branches to these sub-ideas. This is where your mind map starts to take shape. Remember, your mind map doesn't have to be linear. Branches can cross over each other, loop back to the central idea, or lead to new, unexpected areas. The only rule is that it should make sense to you. Now let's add some color. Different colors can represent different types of ideas, help to categorize information, or simply make your mind map more visually appealing. Images can also be powerful tools in a mind map. They can represent ideas more effectively than words, trigger memory recall, and add a creative touch to your map. So if you're an artist at heart, feel free to doodle, sketch, or insert images as you see fit. Lastly, don't forget about keywords. These are the essential bits of information that capture the essence of your ideas. Use them to label your branches and sub-branches. They'll help you remember and understand your ideas better. And there you have it. This is your mind map, a visual representation of your thoughts, all stemming from one central idea. It's a tool that allows you to explore the depths of your creativity and bring structure to the chaos of brainstorming. Remember, your mind map is unique to you. It's a reflection of your thought process. So don't worry if it doesn't look like the examples you see in textbooks or online. As long as it works for you, it's perfect. Congratulations, you've created your first mind map. But the journey doesn't stop here. For those who want to take their mind mapping skills to the next level, this is for you. Mind mapping is a versatile tool, but like any tool, its effectiveness can be enhanced with the right techniques. If you're already comfortable with the basics of mind mapping, it's time to explore some advanced strategies. Firstly, consider the concept of linked mind maps. Rather than trying to fit every idea or subtopic onto one map, create multiple interconnected maps. Each map can focus on a distinct theme or idea, but they're all linked together to form a cohesive whole. This approach can help manage complexity and keep your mind maps clear and focused. Next, let's talk about multidimensional mind maps. This is a powerful strategy for deep diving into complex subjects. Start with a central idea, then build layers of subtopics around it. Each layer represents a different dimension or perspective on the subject. For example, if your central idea is climate change, layers could include scientific aspects, political implications, and societal impacts. This method allows for a comprehensive exploration of the topic from multiple angles. Another advanced strategy is the use of crosslinks. These are lines that connect two different branches of your mind map, indicating a relationship or connection between them. Crosslinks can reveal surprising connections and generate new insights, making your mind maps even more valuable as a tool for idea generation. Lastly, here's a technique that might seem counterintuitive: the deliberate use of ambiguity. Sometimes it can be beneficial to leave certain branches or subtopics undefined, allowing for interpretation and further exploration. This can stimulate creativity and encourage fresh perspectives. Remember, these strategies are not rules. They're tools to be used as you see fit. Experiment with them, adapt them to your needs, and see how they can enhance your mind mapping practice. These advanced strategies can help you unlock even greater potential in your mind mapping. Still unsure about mind mapping? Here are some success stories. Let's start with the tale of a multinational corporation that was grappling with a complex project. The team was stuck in a rut, unable to see the big picture. Enter the mind map. It helped them visualize the project in its entirety, breaking it down into manageable chunks. This not only streamlined their workflow, but also boosted their productivity. Next up, we have the story of a novelist who was struggling with writer's block. He started mind mapping, plotting out his characters, settings, and plot twists. The visual nature of the mind map unlocked his creativity, helping him to weave a compelling narrative. Let's not forget about students. There's the case of a university student who was overwhelmed with her dissertation research. She turned to mind mapping to organize her thoughts, ideas, and sources. It allowed her to see connections she hadn't noticed before, ultimately contributing to a well-structured and comprehensive thesis. Now, consider the example of a software development team. They used mind mapping to plan their sprints, allowing them to visualize tasks, dependencies, and deadlines. It became an essential tool for their project management, enhancing team collaboration and efficiency. Finally, let's talk about a teacher who used mind mapping in her classroom. She found that it encouraged her students to explore ideas and make connections. It was a hit, leading to more engaged learning and better retention of information. These stories are just the tip of the iceberg. Countless individuals and organizations worldwide have leveraged the power of mind mapping to generate ideas, solve problems, and boost productivity. It's more than just a pretty diagram. It's a tool that taps into our brain's natural inclination to process visual information, helping us think more creatively and effectively. As you can see, mind mapping can be a powerful tool, but like any tool, it comes with its challenges. Mind mapping isn't without its hurdles. Let's address them. One common challenge is feeling overwhelmed by complex maps. The solution? Start small. You don't need to map out an entire project or book in one go. Begin with a simple idea and gradually expand as your comfort level grows. Another hurdle is the misconception that mind mapping is time-consuming. In reality, it can save you time in the long run by providing a clear structure for your ideas and reducing the need for extensive revisions. Struggling to get started? Just put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard. Begin with a central idea and let your thoughts flow. Don't worry about making it perfect. The beauty of mind mapping is that it's flexible. You can always adjust and refine your map as you go along. With these solutions, you're ready to overcome any hurdle. Now go forth and map your mind.